On a question, the member for Kew.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Assistant Treasurer. On 2 May, the Assistant Treasurer said that the government would look at those affected by the collapse of Hallbury homes on a case-by-case basis. Why has the Minister made life harder for these Victorians by failing to deliver on this promise?
Assistant Treasurer.
I thank the member for Kew for her question, and what we've tried to do in this particular case is we've had instances where companies which should have done the right thing have not done the right thing, and we don't have any visibility around that per se in relation to the conduct of individual businesses, because our expectation is. So our expectation is that businesses do the right thing. The overwhelming majority of those businesses do the right thing. Now, in relation to Porter Davis, that was a much larger case where a larger number of people were impacted, and that's been our focus to date, to try to stand up a compensation scheme and to examine what's happened, and also understand what may have occurred in relation to those companies as well in terms of their conduct and behaviour. So, for example, we don't know at this stage whether there's been criminal behaviour, and that's why further work needs to be done. In relation to the specifics that the member for Kew raises, we are in the process of seeking that information for individuals. Obviously, we need to identify who those individuals are. We need to then cross-reference and check whether they've made those payments and to validate and verify those payments have been made. It is a smaller number involved compared to Porter Davis, but that work is ongoing.
Member for Kew on a supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker. Sushant and Anamika have lost their $75,000 deposit as a result of Hallbury Homes not taking out domestic building insurance. Will the Assistant Treasurer commit to compensating Sushant and Anamika and other Hallbury Home victims who have lost their deposit, or is the government denying compensation because Victoria is broke?
Assistant Treasurer.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So just, I'll leave that
Order.
last.
5%. The dollar value is not there.
Order.
I'll leave that the last bit of that question because that will all be revealed in a few moments' time, Speaker. Just in relation to that first.
Order. Order. Leader of the Opposition. Order.
Yeah,
Order.
I'm pretty sure.
Members at the table.
That's the real question.
Assistant Treasurer.
In relation to. In terms of domestic building insurance, that's for a 5% coverage, and so the $75,000 seems to be a very large amount if the 5% represents $75,000. Again, if the member for Kew wants to, and she may well have already provided me some information, what she has, I'm happy to individually follow up that case, but as I've said, I'm not in a position to make any announcements about those specifics today. We've undertaken that we will do further work on this case, and we will.